Hi, I'm Khalib Thompson and welcome to the Caribbean Diaspora Weekly, a place for news, features, and opinions affecting the Jamaican and Caribbean diasporas at large. First, in this week's news roundup,
Reggae's Buju Banton appeals conviction, tropical wave headed toward the Caribbean, and Marley musical to premiere in 2015.
In the expose, Pieces of Jamaica, David Muir captures the spirit of the real rock in high resolution.
I didn't know in advance, but I knew after. Like when I looked at that image, I could say, yeah, Jamaican, 100%, stamp. It was like, boom.
And in the diaspora perspective, an opinion piece on going home. Do we want to, or should we all abandon ship? In one young man's opinion, there's a brain drain going on in our island. The most talented and educated people are leaving, and social upliftment won't happen unless at least some of these people stay there or go back. Let's get started with the weekly news roundup.
Hi, I'm Karma Hill and welcome to the weekly news roundup from Jamaicans.com and Caribcast.tv covering August 15 to August 21, 2014. Off the top in Diaspora News from Canada. Raymond Grant, a businessman from Canada, is in Jamaica as the representative of a group of investors in North America who are ready to make a multi-million-dollar investment in medical marijuana once the government gives its approval. According to Grant, one investor is willing to spend $2 million Canadian toward the industry. While no action can be taken before the government approves medical ganja, the investors are planning for a receiving and production facility on the island. From Florida, according to Charles Ogletree, Harvard law professor and attorney for Buju Banton, the United States 11th Circuit Court of Appeals agreed to hold a new hearing for the convicted Jamaican reggae artist. Banton received a 10-year prison sentence for convictions related to cocaine conspiracy and trafficking charges imposed during an arrest in 2009. The 11th Circuit will hear the appeal sometime in February 2015. Also from Florida, the Caribbean American for Community Involvement CAFCI organization in Florida provided a $1,000 scholarship to several students at area high schools. It also presented 2 awards of $500 each to 2 students recognized for their exceptional service to the community, and 3 Eagle Scouts received the $1,000 Vivian A. Ferrin Memorial Scholarship Award, which is given in honor of a founding member of the CAFCI. Again, from Florida, Wayne Golding, an attorney from Orlando, Florida, has been elected to serve as a member of the Jamaica Diaspora Advisory Board for the Southern United States. He received the majority of votes with 936, with a total of 1,237 votes from the Jamaican diaspora in 13 southern states to secure the position. In Caribbean news, Barbuda is actively working to protect its ocean resources both for the sake of the environment and for the nation's economy. Serious problems are confronting its fishermen and endangering their livelihoods. For example, algae, which overgrows the coral reefs and causes damage to fish, environments, and tourist locations. Damage to the reefs and mangroves also erodes the nation's buffer from wind and wave impact. The people of Barbuda have recognized that a healthy reef system is critical for local economic well-being and for preserving local culture. A tropical wave has been sighted moving toward the Caribbean region. Weather experts are giving the wave a 30% chance of developing into a hurricane over the next few days. It is located between the Cape Verde Islands of Africa and the Lesser Antilles in the Caribbean. If the system survives and moves into a more favorable zone, it could develop into a storm. In Jamaica news, Jamaica's Minister of Transport and Works, Omar Davies, plans to announce an increase in the fares charged by Jamaican Urban Transit Company, JUTC. Davies reported that the fare for children, disabled individuals, and the elderly is expected to rise by 100% from $20 to $40. Fares for adults could increase from $100 to $120 or $130. The increases are scheduled to go into effect before the official start of the 2014-2015 school year on September 1. The JUTC has been losing about $250 million each month and must take steps to meet its operating costs. According to Yvonne McCalla Sobers, chair of Families Against State Terrorism, FAST, an advocacy group, the non-government organization has not been able to fulfill its mandate because of the lack of funding. The goal of the group is to obtain justice for family members who have been killed by police or who were damaged in some way by the state. The organization began in 2001 after the alleged killing of 2 Jamaicans by police. In entertainment, the world premiere of Marley, a theatrical production that uses the music of the reggae legend, will be presented at the Center Stage in Baltimore, Maryland in 2015. The production will run from May 6 to June 14 of that year. Marley focuses on the period between 1975 and 1978 when Bob Marley survived an attempt on his life in Jamaica and moved to London. It features the music Marley recorded during the mid-1970s. And in sports, Jamaican sprint star Usain Bolt won a 100-meter competition in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Bolt clocked a winning time of 10.06 seconds at Lime Beach, easily defeating competitors from Britain, Brazil, and the United States. Despite the win, Bolt said he was sluggish in the race and had hoped to do better. In business, investors from China are building a mega resort in Antigua and Barbuda. This is a first for the area and will create 1,000 jobs in the country. The huge 1,600-acre residential, commercial, and multi-hotel project will be made possible with an investment totaling $1 billion. Construction is slated for early in 2015.
Trending this week, there's a photo making its way around social media showing another great example of Caribbean ingenuity. This one we call the mobile watering hole. And in response to our perspective on the problem with parents in our culture, CG comments, I would encourage you to stay away from focusing on criticisms of your own people. All individuals, families, organizations, and nations have problems and always will. As one problem is solved, another will crop up. Share your thoughts with us at thecaribbeandiaspora.tv. When we come back, David Muir shows us Jamaica through his eyes in this week's expose.